B.
What up? What up? Yo, sorry I'm late, guys. Sorry I'm late. It's been a hectic evening. But we're here. Yeah, nice decent streaming tonight. Right, how we doing? Alright, man. Okay, I'm gonna go from the time that we started this stream. I'm not gonna be going back through like the old submissions, so even if you submitted yesterday or earlier today, resubmit now, and then we'll go through them, man. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. Shall we? Discord. 19, 16. Okay, let's go from here. Let's go. Yeah, I was late, my bad. HUDs, what's going on, man? Black Cassette, MW Productions, Simon Palumbo, Ivano, Reels Beats. If you send it early, I'll play it, bro. Hey, this is nice. I like that melody. That guitar melody's clean. Ooh. Man, the vocals are crazy in this. Man, starting off with an absolute banger. FC did it. I wouldn't change anything on that, bro. Honestly, that doesn't need anything changing. Mix is nice and punchy. That vocal, I love the fact that you put that kind of like, not arpeggiated, that gated effect on the vocal. That first time the vocal hits, just give it a different bounce. I might start trying to do that. You know, I've never even thought to do that. So yeah, you might be coming up with a new wave right there, bro. Nice. Gami. Of course it is, man. Is that actual Gami? That's crazy. If it is, why is it not playing? Yeah, submit them in. No. Why is that not playing? There we go. Yeah, submission is still open, man. We've only just started, man. We got a good stream coming tonight. I like all the elements in that beat. Do you know what? The only thing I think for that beat is just a bit too fast. It just seems dead rushed, you know, because you got a lot of stuff going on. Just slow it down, let those sounds really come through, and let them breathe a little bit. Maybe simplify the drums a little bit, but yeah, I like where it is. It just needs slowing down, man. Okay, that's not even on, man. Premieres in 2 hours. Lo-fi drip in it early, man.
That's it, loosen up.
Yeah, man. Lo-fi coming in with those Pyrex whipper bangers still. Sounding hard, man. Sounding hard. Nothing wrong with it either. Mix is on point. I love your 808 rolls. 808 rolls go crazy, man. So, yeah, good stuff, bro. Always good stuff from you. Pyrex whippers definitely in your lane. Maybe if I was to give any critique, just try and make it more yours. You know, try and flip something a bit different. Try and make it more lo-fi drip, not as Pyrexy. You know, stand out a little bit. But other than that, man, everything's hitting hard, super clean. Make sure you drop a like on this stream as well, man. Drop a cheeky like. Teasy 828. What's going on, man? It's been a while. It's kind of vibey. It's got kind of like a summer bounce to it. I feel like someone like Tiger could do something on that. Something sounds a little bit off with that beat though. It might be the 808. I can't really hear it too well, but 808 might be slightly out of key on some notes. But yeah, the vibe's there. I think I personally I might have gone with a different vibe, like a different bounce for that style of sample, maybe something more old school. But yeah, that's just my own personal take on it. But yeah, not too bad though. Not too bad. Yo, who's this guy? Simone.
Gold Soul.
Just spamming like crazy, man. Weird. Yeah, that's nice. There's lots of space in that beat for someone to do something on it. Maybe the actual melody could have done with being a little bit louder. But other than that, man, I like it. The structure was pretty on point. Mix was nice and clear. Like good top end to it. Good sound selection. And not too much going on. You know, plenty of space for vocals, man, for sure. Off to a cracking start today with these beats, guys. That beat's almost there. I think the melody's a little bit empty. I like the guitar melody, but I think that one could do with a couple of extra sounds in the melody just to pad it out a little bit. Maybe literally just a pad, same notes as the guitar, but just a pad to give it more of a full feel. But yeah, I like those different sounds in the drums. They were clean. They had like a real nice crunch to them. So yeah, good stuff, Teasy, man. Good stuff. The OG, or the young OG, Teasy, back in the stream. Good to see. Pedro, I'm only going to play you guys once just because we've got a lot of submissions already, so yeah, I need to start getting a mod in on these streams just to take the scammers out. It's so annoying, man. Why are people like this? It's just so tedious. Yeah, I'm not too keen on this beat. Yeah, the chord progression for me isn't it. I like the drums, but I don't like the chord progression. I'd maybe switch that up to something a bit more free flowing. It's just that second chord sounding a bit tense for me.
Different, hop in the Ford, I'm drifting. Tell Drake, lift them. Nigga won't head like he drifted. Tell me to see your gambas. Nigga rock to those bagas. Nigga be cheating in area. Acting for bullets, I'm tearing up. My body different, hop in the Ford, I'm drifting. Tell Drake, lift them. Nigga won't head like he drifted.
Cavan. Oh, I'm gorgeous, thanks.
at Tahoes. Everybody know I rock so. Bad bitches, yeah, I got those. I'm so stuck in my ways, and I can't forget about the age.
I kind of like the beat. It's pretty cool. It's different. It's not like the standard dark chord progression that you do for drill. So that's kind of cool, man. Big props for that. Vocals were like sat weird in the mix, but I guess if it's just a placeholder for like somebody to obviously remix. Yeah, maybe the vocals aren't very well mixed. They kind of feel a bit too far in the background. Like the beat just kind of overpowers it. But it's not too bad. It's a bit unique. It's not too shabby.
Hey, yo, cousin, you make this?
Chris, is that weed?
Yeah, this is really clean. Yeah, that beat's hard. Mix is like on point, just how I like it. Really nice, clean, punchy 808. Not clashing with the melody. Nice brass, nice simple brass chord progression. Sort of got that orchestral kind of vibe to it. Those strings are clean as well. I never think to put strings with the brass when I do those kind of beats, but that works, man. So you got me wanting to do the same thing. I think maybe if I was to add anything to that, it'd just be like a little flute, like a short flute, one shot. You know, maybe on every other bar or something like that. Just something catchy. But yeah, good stuff, man. Inferno. Prod different. Yeah, the mansion was good, man. It was a good couple of days. Got a lot of stuff done. Nice, man. Maybe just turn those chords up a little bit. They're a little bit too far in the background, but other than that, that's a banger, man. Nice clean drums, different bass. It's not the standard drill bass, and yeah, that came with a different vibe. I kind of like that beat. It wasn't just sort of like this. Don't get me wrong. I like all like most drill stuff, even if it's like the generic stuff or the generic stuff. But it's nice just to have something a bit fresh like that, you know. Different sounds, bit of a different bounce. And yeah, good stuff, man. I could hear someone like H on there doing like a freestyle or something. That'd be pretty fire. That's kind of vibey, catchy guitar. I think, do you know what would sound good on that? I think like Kid Cudi would sound good on that. It's got that kind of pop style bounce to it, but also kind of funky as well. It's got a nice old school feel to it. So yeah, that's kind of different. Mix was clean. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to critique stuff like that because it's just not what I make. But the vibe is there. If I can feel that, if I'm like feeling the beat, then that's all it needs really. It's just pinpointing in what those good points are. Tech Zeit, what's going on, man? 10 bands. Okay, I like the flute melody on that beat, but I think the drums aren't it. The drum bounce is a little bit too, just a little bit sort of all over the place. It's a little, you know, there's just too, it just changes a lot. I feel like a rapper would find it difficult to vibe to that. So yeah, I just switch up the drums, man. Switch up the drums. And I think with the mixing, the levels need a little bit of work. Like the hi-hat was kind of a little bit too loud. So yeah, but I do like the melody. That flute was kind of clean. It just needed some simple drums because drums were busy and that flute melody was kind of doing a lot. So those two kind of clashed. But yep. Quad X? Nah, it's just a one-off, bro. Because I went to do some filming, but the guy I was filming with is in America, so yeah, the time just didn't match up very well. That's catchy. Got those video game kind of vibes, but not cheesy video game. It's got that kind of hard synthy video game kind of vibe to it. Yeah, sound selection on that was bang on. I like that snare. A lot of people hate on that snare, but I really like that snare. I think that sounds, especially coupled with a clap. You know, the clap hits first, then the snare hits second. That coupled together sounds really sick. And yeah, different kind of bounce, unique. I like it, man. I like it. It wasn't the standard rage bounce, was it? It wasn't just like the. It was, yeah, it was different. Uno way. It's free, bro. It's free. If you want to skip the queue, because we've got quite a few guys backed up in the queue right now. We've got 66. That's a lot already, man. Yeah, if you want to jump the queue, then all you got to do is just $10, bro. From the super chat, I'll pay you. Nah, I'm not too keen on that beat. I don't know what that, because that vocal in the background sounded weird. It sounded almost like, it sounded like someone was rapping on it, but it was just mixed really weirdly, so like you couldn't hear what they were saying. So yeah, I'm not too keen on that beat. I think the sounds didn't match up very well. But yeah, keep cracking on, man. Keep cracking on. It's just about sound selection. It takes time to figure out, but once you know what sounds work well together, then it works. But yeah, as a big sort of bit of critique, I'd just take that vocal out. It just sounded like a rap a cappella, but if it's part of the beat, then it's gonna get in the way too much. Oh, did you say someone said that I'm too quiet? Let me turn my mic up a little bit. Let's see how that sounds. Man, that one was hard. Hezi Productions have been going crazy with that spins. You got that spins hitting so plush, just bangs every time. And that progression was sick. Got Little Baby kind of vibes with that triplet bounce. Hi-hats were, coming through nice and clean. Strings were going crazy. And yeah, that was an overall solid beat. That's one of those beats where you can just hear someone going crazy over it, like just a crazy freestyle kind of beat. So yeah, Hezi Productions, man. All these beats so far, I'm struggling to come up with like a lot of critiques. There's only been a few really. This has been a good stream so far, man. Oh, you guys are smashing it.
JD got that sauce.
that's kind of vibey, you know. That's kind of vibey. I'm not too keen on the low end. Like that bass is like dead subby to the point where I can't really hear it. But I do like that guitar melody. That was a nice guitar melody, and I like that you went sort of a different way with the drums. The drum bounce was kind of vibey, just sort of more laid back and chilled. And I like that you kept the drums simple because that guitar melody was kind of catchy and busy. So yeah, perfect contrast of vibes there. So yeah, well done for that, man. Good stuff. Just the low end, I think, for that beat.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Черно-белый аутфит, твой аутфит тип аутист. Пепел на джокерах танцует твист. Твои печеньки на нег и на бис. Вон съебись, ты тупо бич. Вон съебись, ты не артист. 808 так дико басит. Имею свой бизнес, но я не таксист. Нахуй любовь, я хочу себе цепи. Нахуй любовь, я хочу больше денег. Моя задача выбить все двери. Если мне похуй, поверь мне. Хочешь пробиться, но твой рэп говно. Хочешь понять, но ты слишком тупой. У малой отдышка, хоть не бежит кросс. Жирная жопа, как будто рекросс. Долбаный шепот в моей голове мне базарит. Приди, выбей каждую дверь. Без остановок еще больше скорости. Шепчет мне голос, это каждый день. Вторит мне, сделай погромче. Ведь ты знаешь точно уже нету стен.
That's kind of mad. That's kind of mad. It's hard to. I don't even. Let me listen to the beat.
Если не хочешь так же, как в прошлом, копить еще так, когда ебаный цен. Пафнул, Майк чек, раз-два.
It's different kind of beat. Different kind of beat. I'm not too keen on the scratch sound effect. I don't know. It just sounds. I'm not too keen. Like I think the reason why I don't like it is because it came with FL Studio stock, and yeah, I overused that fucking sound, man. But other than that, that beat was again just different. There's a lot of different style of beats. Normally I get drill beats or like trap beats, but all of these beats are weird genres. It's kind of hard for me to give in like some dead specific critiques, but I was kind of feeling that beat. Not massively. No one can join the Discord. What's going on? That beat's going hard actually. Guys, can you guys get in the Discord? Everyone's submitting, so AB, it just looks like it's you. Go into the just go into the description of the stream and just click the top link, bro. Let me double check it, because it's working on mine. Username, yeah, it's working fine, bro. Just click the top link. I think it's on. It's probably a problem. It's probably a problem on your end. Yeah, let's continue. Yeah, this is hard. That's hard, man. That's hard. 808 slapping. I get the baby vibes from that beat because you've got like a really dry melody. I was gonna say add throw some reverb on there and kind of space it out, but to be fair, I think that's a good judgment call right there. Nice dry sounds, plenty of space, especially for like a rapper like the baby. Because if he's rapping on it, or if anyone's rapping on it, there's plenty of space to put reverb on the vocals and mix them in like a cool way. So yeah, that's a decent beat, man. I like that. 808 goes crazy, but not too crazy to the point where it's gonna get in the way of things. So yeah, good stuff on that one, Double J. Nah. Whoa. Come on, guys, you just gotta get those claps hitting on beat. There's like 2 claps that just come completely off beat right there. I'm all about adding groove, but when it's just off beat, it doesn't sound good. And the sub was not nice on that beat either. Switched that up. Yeah, just get stuff on beat, man. That's what you gotta do for that beat. solid drill beat. I think it's a bit one-dimensional. I think that chord progression is popular. I'm not gonna lie. For drill, it's it's the sort of the standard drill chord progression, which is fine. I think maybe it would have been better if you added some things to spice it up a little bit. You know, some top melody, some vocals, like vocal chops, or maybe just some unique sounds in the drums. You know, try and go in a different direction with the drill drums, just in terms of sound selection. But yeah, solid beat, solid drill beat, easy for someone to rap over that beat, and yeah, maybe just turn the melody up just a touch as well on that beat. Get me in Gordon Ramsay mode. That should be like a on-off switch on the stream. You can switch between Gordon Ramsay and nice LLB. Nice. Yeah, I could hear H on that. I could literally hear H on that or something. That beat was hard. And the 808s were like panning a little bit. I could hear them panning in my headphones, like left to right, but it wasn't too overdone to the point where it was kind of like throwing me off. So yeah, the beat was a vibe, man. That was on point. Mix was on point. Everything was good, man. Everything was good. Tons of space. Ice Z Beats. Woo! Yeah, that's a banger, man. That's a banger. The only thing I'd say about that beat is the intro. I would have started on boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I would have started on that bit. I wouldn't have even done that first bit. Because yeah, as soon as that 808 hit, it got me like, you know, woke me up a little bit. So I would have just literally come straight in with that 808 hitting. That sounded sick. But everything else on that was sick, man. I think maybe a little more top end on the mix. That snare sounded a little bit lo-fi almost. But yeah, I would have added a bit more clarity to the mix, so a bit more high end. Maybe that might just be some of the sounds in the beat. But yeah, that's the only thing I'd change about that, man. Good stuff.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, literally, TechZite, everyone's on point today.
I told you I would find you.
Man, this sample, it's crazy. I like the sample. I don't like how you added the drums to that beat. I think the drums could have been done something a bit more old school. And the actual levels, they were a bit off. Like the 808 was too quiet for that style if you wanted to go with that kind of drill trap bounce. Yeah, I think sound selection for the drums could have been better, honestly, and leveling could have been better for that beat. So yeah, there's just a couple of things for you to take away.
Damn, is that Drip Studios?
Okay, I like the vibes for that melody. I like the sort of angle you took with the loop, nice and ambient, nice and chilled. But I think for the drums, you're gonna have to do something a bit more up tempo. So I say this in most streams, like if you've got something that's nice and chilled, so if the melody's nice and chilled, then you want to kind of contrast that a little bit. So that's the only thing I'd change for that beat, man. Yeah, that goes without saying. Like I think if you've got a vibey melody, then you're gonna come in with some hard drums, and then vice versa. So yeah, that's the only thing I'd do for that beat, my guy. Melody was on point though. Ray, I do hear some samples on this stream and I'm just like, man, I wish I had this sample in front of me right now. My nice is hard. I like that. That's a different kind of bounce. It's got that Rod Wave style to it with the chord progression, like R&B vibes. Nice hard drums. I like the drums actually. They sound different, but it's got that good bounce to it, that easy to follow bounce. Just shut this. And what else was I gonna say? The only thing I'd change in that beat was the guitar. It sounded dead like tinny and dry. I would have gone with something like a piano, maybe, or just a better guitar VST. You know, something that sounded a bit more realistic. But yeah, that beat was very almost there, man. Oh, my bad. I like this. I like the vibe you went for that beat, but the levels are way off, man. Like the drums are so quiet in that beat. Like I couldn't even hear the bass really. It just kind of sat in the background, like almost like a vocal chop. So yeah, just level that a bit better, and maybe speed it up a touch, maybe 5 BPM or so, and that beat would have been like a vibe, you know, like kind of sad drill vibe, like a sad drill type beat. But yeah, the levels have to be worked on, and I think it just needs to be a little bit faster. Yeah, cool. Alright, we've got Donny from Quad X. Thanks a lot, my guy. Thanks a lot, my guy. Let's get you up right now. Royal. Yeah, I don't even think you need to put your username when you donate anymore, man. You've donated so many times. I think I just know I just know what to search now. Apparently not. Royal. Today. Let's go.
Quad X.
Do you know what? In the beginning, I didn't. That something here was a bit weird. That sound there just way out of key. But other than that, everything else was like almost there as a vibe. There's just a few things I'd say that I'd change in that beat and that needs work. Number one, I'd say would be the mix. That was the thing that stood out straight away. I like that growly sort of distorted bass you put in. It almost gave me like Kanye style vibes with like, because the melody sounded like dead epic, you know, dead full. But when that bass comes in, there's so much low end in the melody that it really like clashes with the melody. So by all means keep that real nice like full like epic sounding loop melody that you put together. But when the bass comes in, you've got to cut that low end out. You've got to automate an EQ to cut all the low end out of the melody so that 808 can breathe a little bit. So it's got a nice space to come through nice and clean. But yeah, that's what I'd say about that first off. And then something else about the mix that I can hear now, like when I was first started out, you can't hear it as well, but it's the compressor, man. I can hear so much compressing or limiting on the master of this beat. So like everything's dead close together, everything's like squashed down. It almost has that pulsing kind of feel when you listen to it on headphones. I'm not sure how it sounds on speakers, but yeah, that's just one thing about the mix, man. You've got to just take the compressor off the master. You know, you don't need, honestly, if I could count on one hand how many times I compress, if at all, when making a beat. It's barely ever, because you want that dynamic range. So yeah, just don't mess around with. I think you just maybe overthinking it with the mix. So I just ease off a little bit on that, and then you'll be good. Just literally, the only thing I have is a soft clipper, and well, for you guys that have the Hypnosis kit, you'll have the source, but yeah, you don't need a whole lot when it comes to, you know, putting the finishing touches on a beat. But yeah, there was that, but everything else sounded okay. There was just a couple of things that sounded out of scale. But yeah, I like the vibes, man. It's definitely different and sort of different sound selection, which I like to hear. So yeah, good stuff, Royal, man. Good stuff. Alright, let's get back to the queue. Where were we at? I listened to that one. Yeah, it's this one. Oh, FC did it. I've listened to FC did it already.
Ali made another hit.
Not too shabby. It's got that kind of like hyper pop kind of vibe to it, nice and catchy. I like that chord progression. I know it's overused, like everyone uses that. It's even used, I didn't even realise that was the chord progression that Rod Wave normally goes for, but just with a synth. It just sounds more like a EDM style with a synth sound for some reason. But yeah, it's a solid beat, man. It's a solid beat. I like that top melody. I think for those beats, the thing that makes it is the top melody, and that was catchy. So yeah, good stuff, man. I think maybe the structure could do with some work, just in terms of keeping things interesting. The melody sort of the chord progression stayed the same. You maybe could have done with messing with the octaves, maybe adding the filter on it, just some automation just to make it stand out a bit. But yeah, almost there, man. Alright, we got another donee from my guy MGod. MGod, thanks for the donation, bro. Let me get you up right now and get this thing going.
Check, please.
Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think there's a few things that I can give you for for pointers. It sounds a little bit overfilled. Like the melodies, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like you've got like a couple of counter melodies, and then like the actual chord progression is going crazy. Like there's tons of sounds in there, and like lots of reverb, and yeah, it sounds a little bit overfilled. So if I was you, I'd just ease off, make things simpler, and try. I know it's difficult at the beginning, but I'd go for some better sounds. So same instruments, but like just better sound quality. It just sounds a little bit on the thin side. So that's what I'd say about that. And there was that lead almost sounded like Loyal. Was it Loyal by Chris Brown? Not Loyal. Yeah, Loyal. Sounded like that a little bit. It was catchy, but yeah, it was okay. It was okay. But again, it was just a sound selection that just sounded a little bit dry. And then one last thing would be the mixing. So you want to have a bit more low end in that. The actual sound sounded okay, but similar to a couple other beats, it was dead quiet in the mix, so you couldn't really feel that from the low end, which you kind of need for that kind of beat. So yeah, I think it's just simplify the melody and then just level it a bit better. So bring that low end up, make the drums hit nice and hard, and all that takes is just literally bumping up the volume on the drums, man. Make them hit nice and clean, and you're good to go. So yeah, good stuff, M God, man. Good stuff. All right, let's crack on. I was inspired by Loyal. I thought I could hear the Loyal melody on that. Nice. I think for that beat, the melody just sounds a little bit thin. I like the up-tempo, high-energy vibe to the melody, and like how much space you left in the melody. The high-energy drums, and then you sort of left a bit of space in the melody, which was good. But it just sounded a bit thin, that beat. So yeah, just beefing up the melody with some extra sounds, or just some more effects to bring that sound out a little bit more, and you'll be good. I like that, man. I like what you did with the hi-hat rolls. They were definitely kind of super hectic, but they weren't too loud in the mix, so it wasn't like off-putting. And again, like good decision with that, because you've got a nice simple guitar melody, and you kind of compensated to fill out some extra space by adding that crazy bounce with the hi-hats, which worked well. So yeah, good stuff, man. I think the only thing for that is I'd just make it hit harder, with the levels, with the soft clipper, and then that would have been even harder. But yeah, other than that, good stuff. Maybe add a vocal chop to it as well, just to make it a bit vibier, during certain parts of the beat. Not too bad. I think that the levels are a little bit off. Like the bass again sounded a little bit on the quiet side, or the melodies were a little bit too loud. So yeah, bring those a little bit further away from each other just to add that space. But yeah, I like the vibe, man. Trippy dark vibes to it. Definitely got ASAP Rocky bounce to it. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, that beat slaps, man. That's how I like, personally, that's how I like drums to sound. Like that kind of punchy sound gets, you know, people like that, rappers like that sound. So yeah, that the levels were bang on that. Nice little vocal chop in there. I think, you know, for personally though, I don't think the drums were okay. I don't think they matched too cleanly with the melody. They maybe could have done with, let me just listen. Yeah, maybe a little bit faster that beat, and then with a bit like more spaced out drums, you know, with like a, you know, just something like more bouncy, less sort of constant, you know. I think that would have worked a bit better. But yeah, clean mix though, like mix was literally spot on. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. Nice chord progression in that beat. Nice sound selection as well. I could hear Logic over that beat as well as J. Cole. Yeah, that was clean, man. That was clean. Got that kick hitting nice and hard. So yeah, solid beat. Solid beat.
Hey, yo, Crisis. Hit him with that banger.
JD got that sauce.
That's not too bad. I just think the mix is a bit... The mix is a little bit off on that beat. That 808 is like mad distorted, but maybe just a little bit too much. Maybe just turn the mix down a little bit on the distortion on that beat. And that vocal chop could have done with been turning down a bit. That's going to get in the way of any vocals, like any rap vocals that get put on it. It's a little bit too harsh. So yeah, just take some of the top end out, add some reverb, turn it down, and you'll be good. The bass is like dead overpowering on that beat. It's just too loud and like it's too constant. So what you want to do with that sub bass is either just switch it out for like a Moog bass that's got more movement to it, or with that bass you want to add some like chorus, phaser, maybe a little bit of distortion to give it some top end, some kind of filter that kind of, or gated effect that kind of moves it about. You just need to give that bass line some movement because it's really down the center. It's dead constant. And it's too loud, it overpowers everything. So yeah, that's what we need to do for that beat. Nice man, good sad vibes in that beat. I like that lead, but I think the melody is too loud because, yeah, it's just too loud, man. That lead is like sort of filling out a lot of space. But I like the vibe though, nice sad vibes to it. And it has got a nice sort of bounce to it, nice catchy bounce to it, which works. Yeah, it's just all the levels are too close. You know, turn the melody down a bit, let the drums hit nice and clean, and then there's plenty of space for someone to put vocals over that, and you're good to go.
Zaki, is that you?
Nice.
I was drowning, now I'm swimming just fine. She might just be the love of my life. Thanks to her, now I'm doing alright, alright. I'm doing alright, alright. I was drowning, now I'm swimming just fine. She might just be the love of my life. Thanks to her, now I'm doing alright, alright.
This is nice.
I'm doing alright, alright.
I like the vocals.
I was walking with my head down. Wasn't getting out of bed. Feeling like I should be dead. Finally trying to reach the end. I was trapped in my oceans, my emotions, different doses to take the pain away. My heart is still afraid that you'll be back for me, and glad to see my demise is your fantasy. Look in my eyes and actually tell me you'll stick by my side. Now I'm swimming just fine. She might just be the love of my life. Thanks to her, now I'm doing alright, alright.
That's vibey, man. I like that. I like how simple the beat is, and then just the vocals carry that like really nice and melodic. And yeah, that's clean. That's really catchy. That's really catchy. That works really well. Sometimes it's worth, because if I was to listen to that as just the beat, I might have thought it was too empty and it needed some stuff added to it. But yeah, when you can hear it in context with some good vocals over it like that, then it makes a big difference. That was a vibe, man. Nah, too much going on. The melody's like crazy. Yeah, the melody's crazy. That sax is like really weird. It's like it's up down up down. I don't even know if anyone will be able to play that in real life. It's just super like hectic. I can just see the MIDI. It's just dead up and down. What you want to do with your MIDI is just make it nice and smooth. You know, if you're going up, just gradually get to where you want to go. And gradually come back down and up, down. You don't have to go like one key and then one key that's like 6 notes away, then another key that's like 10 notes down. Yeah, it's not natural, so yeah, that needs work. And then like the piano was just crazy busy as well. That top melody was just sort of same story. So yeah, that needs a bit of work.
Immortality.
Link Boy, seus beats me deixam louca.
Ooh. Man, that beat is so annoying because it's so nearly there, but like the chord switch up is weird. This is vibey. But like, yeah, the chords in the melody go weird, like out of key, but the bass sounds right. So it just, yeah, it's just off. Second half's off. It's really annoying because everything that beat's really nice and like vibey and spacey. But it's just that second half just is completely off, so yeah, it kind of kills the vibe a little bit. Alright, we're about an hour in, so I think I'm gonna set up another text channel for you guys. Yeah. And then resubmit to there. That's okay. It's okay. Drums are like, they're hitting hard, but I think there's a little bit too much space between the melody and the drums, so you gotta bring that melody up a little bit. Sound selection, I'm not too keen on the clap. I like everything else. Yeah, and I think there needs to be some more sounds in the melody. It's a little bit thin, like there's only one, can only really distinguish one sound in the melody. So yeah, you're gonna make it a bit more vibey, man. You know, I'm not saying that that's the wrong thing to do, but for that style of beat, I think it could have done with a little bit of saucing up, you know, with the melody. Maybe just even some more effects. But yeah. All fakes, thanks again, bro. No worries, man. No worries. Excuse me. The 808 side key, man. I like it. I like the bounce. Drums are hitting super hard, but the 808 side key, man. That's where it needs to be at. But instead of like, instead of like too high. Yes, yeah, it's the wrong note. But drums are hitting hard though for that beat. I'm not too keen on that beat, man. Mix is super rough. Sounds are just not very well processed. It's all a bit harsh, that beat. Just needs some more work with the, you know, just mixing wise, and just ease off on the amount of sounds, man. Making it too hard for yourself. Yeah.
Hold up, dude. This shit hard.
Nice. I like the switch up in sounds, different sounds using that beat. I like that. I like the reverse effect on the melody as well. That works really well. Maybe I'd go a bit crazy with the slides, you know. There you go. Yeah, and I think for that beat, maybe pitch up a couple of keys, because the bass note, the low note on that in that beat is just a little bit too low. So yeah, 1 or 2 semitones higher, and it would have been spot on. Cool, man. I think we got another Donny. Cold Winds. Thanks a lot, my guy. Let's get you up. Let's get you up and listen to your beats. Piano bounce. Geechee Sneaks, what's going on, man? Man, this is kind of different. Hey Colbin, that's actually kind of different, you know. That is so unique. I've never heard a beat like that before. Maybe no, I'd say that I haven't really heard a beat like that before. That was different. I like the sort of stabby piano chords. I like that you kind of left them a little bit dry as well. Structure was pretty decent as well. Like I could definitely differentiate between, you know, like the verses and where the chorus would come in and where it would sound good. And yeah, plenty of space in that beat. Levels were fairly decent. I think the only thing I'd say for that beat is I'd maybe switch up the melody a little bit more with the chords. I think what I'd do with the chords maybe is maybe drop them down by an octave. I think that would sound pretty cool. Just at certain parts, like maybe the first part of the verse would sound good with like lower chords. Sometimes just switching the sound up altogether occasionally works. I remember the last time I met up with Jay Cactus before the Airbnb when we had our session. We did a Afro swing beat, did like the whole melody, and then the main, like the first part of the verse, everything changed, everything ducked out the way, and then we completely changed the main sound, which was like a Rhodes, and we switched it to like a mallet, and it sounded fire. So yeah, don't be afraid to just switch things up, man, and yeah, and just do that. But yeah, that's actually pretty cool, man. That was different. I like the vocal chop that came in as well for that beat. So yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Alright, Gami. Oops, I'm stopped.
Corrosive on the beat.
I know you don't love me, but I love you. And when I fuck, make my mind up. Your bitch signed up. How you find us? Now she slide up. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Jody Cougar. It's no roof, bro. I got 2 doors. I got 2 Me and Pluto. Baby Sasuke. Not Naruto. I got shooters. My boys movers. That's for Ravens. Tell the future. Oh,
That's a vibe. That's a big vibe.
my new work. She got 2 work. I got pieces. And my trooper.
Yeah, that melody's a vibe. Like I love hearing those kind of melodies where like I just don't know how they would have been made. And yeah, that's one of them, bro. Super vibey, super like atmospheric. That flute just hit perfect. And yeah, the drums had a good mix to them as well. Those vocals start really cleaning with that beat. So yeah, not a whole lot in terms of critiquing for that beat, man. Not a whole lot. That is insane. Damn dog. Man, that is ridiculous. That I don't even know what to say about that beat. It's just that's just such an epic beat. That is literally so epic. I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought it was just gonna be some like random sample. Oh my god, I've gone off this bloody thing. Stream. Uh-oh. Are we still streaming? Yeah, we are. We're good. Sorry, I thought I'd gone off everything then. Man, what do you guys think of that beat? That beat was... Yeah, everyone's the same. Jesus. I don't even know if I could put vocals over that. It's just hard by itself. Yeah, that is an absolute beat battle kind of beat, man. That's a winner of a beat battle, hands down. Beat is so close to being a vibe. There's one key out of scale in that beat, and it's like the 4th key. That one there, it's out of key, man. But I like everything else though. I'm not too keen on that beat. It's pretty experimental. I like that. I like the uniqueness of it. But for me, like, I'm not really vibing with that one. It's a little bit too on the dry side. Like, there's not much going on, which sometimes works. But when you just sort of hitting chords, you gotta have something else in there, man. Okay, what I'm gonna do, guys, is switch over to Beat Critique 2. Excuse me. Is switch over to Beat Critique 2. So anyone that hasn't had their beats played yet, or who's still in the chat, because look, we've got 145 messages backed up. We've got a long ass queue. So head over to Beat Critique 2. I'm going to scroll right to the bottom now and submit some beats. Some people have already done it. And everyone's just... I'm going to go from now, just because everyone's probably been submitting twice. Rodkai... shit. I think the 808's just out on that beat. I like the melody, but the 808's out, so yeah, you gotta get that fixed up, man. I've heard that beat already. Yeah, I've heard that beat already, man. Okay, that's a vibey beat, nice and catchy. Definitely a placement style beat. You know, plenty of space for someone to mess around with that beat. Maybe add a couple of switch up though, like that guitar melody. If that's the same throughout the whole beat, it's dead repetitive. So you want to just come up with something to give it some more variation. Maybe it could be as simple as just adding a flute to it or adding a layer to it. But yeah, just add a little bit of something to switch up occasionally. It doesn't have to be all the time, but just a little something. Really like this. Really like the percussion in that beat. Drill bounce, but with like almost like a Gunna style percussive side to it. You know, it's just a nice mix up. That guitar melody was clean as well. Then anything I do is switch up the bass. Wasn't too keen on the bass in that beat. A few more slides as well, man. Don't be afraid to go crazy with the slides in that beat. And just like a more constant 808 sample would sound good on that beat. Yeah. Black Cassette, man. I'm gonna have to pause it right there. You know what I'm gonna say? That bass line is way out of key, man. Gotta get that in key. Yeah, that beat's almost there. There's like a weird like duck in the 808 at some point, which sounds a bit weird. But I kind of like the melody. I think it could do the bit more adding to it, like a nice vocal chop or a nice pad. Yeah, it's almost there, that beat. It's almost there. I think just the melody could do with a little bit of work. The actual foundation of the melody is nice. I just think just like different bits and bobs to give it a bit of variation would sound good on that beat.
My baby chillin' like hot. We do no fuck with the levels. We keep on rising like breadcrumbs. Hot sauce. My baby freezing like ice pop. We do no fuck with the lame hoes. We keep on winning like Zan. We keep on winning like Zano. Changing the game, watch them run though. I got them checks, you got them jets. We just keep do it like Nike. Chasing a bitch, never my thing. I got the kids of the city. Changing your bitch, she is a snitch. I do not check it like vaccine. I got your.
Man, that beat's crazy. That beat's crazy. And the vocals actually work for that beat. It almost sounds like a beat battle kind of beat, but yeah, with vocals it sounds pretty hard still. So yeah, good work on that one, man. I think the mix could do with a bit of work. It sounds a little bit off, but yeah, the actual vibe is there. It just needs someone to come in and mix it, like, you know, like get it sounding like super full and hard. But yeah, the foundations are definitely there for that beat, man. Definitely there. Nice.
It's cool, man. Got red bottoms on.
Why?
Life's good. You know what I mean?
Why? 808's our key. Why was that future sample needed for that beat? Man, take the future sample out and put the 808 in key and you'll be good. That's kind of vibey. I like the melody. I think the drums don't match up too well with it. Nice like sort of ambient vibe to the melody though, but yeah, drums need some work, and the levels are a little bit off too as well. We got a donation through PayPal, I think. Discord, who's Waves? Okay, cool. Let's get you in, my guy. Who's Waves? Are you sure that's your Waves? Have I just typed that in? Is it Waves Beats? Wave Beats? No, that was submitted ages ago. Did you submit it to? Yeah, it would have come through if it came on here. Let me take a look in here. Who's Waves? No, nothing. Who is it? It's Fabio Plaza. Can you just make sure? Maybe you haven't sent it yet. But yeah, make sure you just drop it in, or just send me your actual Discord username in here, just because it hasn't popped up. You're not coming up when I search for you. And let me listen to another beat whilst I'm waiting, and then yeah, let me know though, man. That guy, he just keeps sending the same beat over and over again.
Abby.
Oh, Fabio, there you are. Yeah, Fabio, what's your Discord username, brother? Just let me know, man, and then I'll get you in. Oh, I spelled Waves wrong, my bad. It's okay, it sounds a little bit sort of fantasy vibes for the melody, which it doesn't really click well with the drill drums for that beat. And I think the actual sound selection on that beat could have done with a bit of work. Fabio, what's going on, man? Oh, there we go. That chord progression is sounding nice already, man. Do you know what? That beat is so close to being like a proper Drake style beat where it's just like a real nice vibey sample, and it's just been flipped really nice and clean. Like I like the fact that you kind of dropped it like sort of down an octave and added that filter to it at certain points. Just a couple of things I think that just need tweaking on that beat, and it would be literally spot on. So I think the 808 bounce could have been a little bit better. The actual sound selection was good for the 808. I just think the actual bounce could have been a little bit different, and I think there might be one or two keys that they're in key but they're just hitting a little bit too early, so it sounds off a little bit. So yeah, you just want to mess around with the 808 I think for that beat. And I would have switched up the hi-hat and the clap for like for some different sounds. Maybe something a bit more thinner, high-endy, and then like a more of a snappy clap. Maybe you just even drag the out knob up on that clap just to make it nice and like tight, because it's a good high tempo beat. Like it's a solid like high tempo beat, but those loose sounds sort of fill up a little bit of space, and it kind of makes it sound a bit muddy. But yeah, other than that, man, the choice in that sample was spot on, and there's some nice little atmospheric sound effects that you put in there. It sounded sick. So yeah, good stuff, man. I think the mix was okay as well. The mix was okay. Could do with tightening up a little bit. I think 9 times out of 10 it's just leveling. Honestly, like once you can get the leveling right, you're basically 80% of the way there with the mix. So, but yeah, Who's Waves, man, good stuff, bro. Really good stuff, and thanks for the doney, man. Okay, cool. Let's crack on with the list. I really like the melody for that beat. When the brass comes in as well, that sounds really vibey, like dead old school, but sort of orchestral and sort of like got an epic, almost like a sad epic vibe to it. But just the levels are off on that beat again. 808's too loud. Yeah, 808 overpowers everything in that beat. It's dead like woofy as well, dead low endy. So just crank the whole beat up by 2 or 3 semitones. Turn down the 808 a little bit. And yeah, you're good to go with that beat. Yeah, not too bad. Solid drill beat. Melody again is a little bit, I don't know what it is, but a lot of drill beats, so the melodies are dead quiet. Maybe that's like the standard, I don't know, but to my ear, I feel like it should be louder. Yeah, not too bad. Decent amount of variation. I think, yeah, just spice up with your own vibe, try and be creative and sort of think a bit outside the box with that. But yeah, it was a solid beat. Wolf Beats. I like the font on this website. It's different.
It's Wolf Beats.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on that bit either. Everything's too dry. Chords are too dry. That vocal chop's too dry. It just kind of, it doesn't sound like very well mixed. Like there's been like, you need to put a bit of thought behind like how you, what the end product you want to be is, and then sort of build your melody up based off of that, because that way you kind of know what effects to put on it to fill it out a little bit. And yeah, it just sounds a little bit dry, that beat, so a little bit of work on that and you'll be good. Everything's out of key, not everything, but the 808's out of key with the melody. It's a bit sharp, that melody, and yeah, the mix is just not good, man. It's not good. The low end's like dead rumbly, too quiet, just clashes with everything. So yeah, that beat needs some work.
Hold on, man.
Yeah, that's kind of hard, you know. That's kind of hard. It sounds repetitive to us, or like to me, but with vocals over that, yeah, that's a banger. Because you can switch up a lot of things with that beat with the vocals. So yeah, that beat's hard. Good clean mix. I like the clap as well. I don't really hear a lot of claps used in drill, and that hits hard. Yeah, the mix on that is bang on as well. To me, that sounds super clean, and yeah, full but spaced out at the same time, you know. So that beat works well. My days, who has sent this beat in about 50 times? Valentine, whatever your name is. Valentine. Stop sending the same beat. I've heard it already. Man, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with that beat. Melody's dead loud, lots of elements, super busy. Slides are just constant. Loads of percussion, like all hitting at the same level. You gotta mix that better and take some sounds out. you probably only need to spend like half the time on that beat, just by not putting in as much sounds. Just way too full, man. Way too full. Cool, man. All right, I think I'm gonna make this the last one. It's getting crazy. It's getting a bit late over here, past my bedtime, and my ears are getting tired, man. It's been a long day. So. Yeah, I kind of like this. Solid dark vibes to it. Nice bounce. Solid drill beat, that one. Mix was good. I think maybe the 808 sample could have been switched out, something of a bit more oomph, you know, a bit more sub, maybe a little bit of like distortion on it as well. But yeah, that was a solid beat, good structure to it as well. So yeah, good stuff, man. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up there. It's been a nice decent stream tonight. I'm sorry I was a bit late, but yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday 6 PM, unless anything comes up last minute like today. But yeah, should be 6 PM every Wednesday British time, and we'll be good to go. Yeah, make sure you go and check out the Hypnosis kit, by the way, if you haven't jumped on it yet. Brand new drum kit, just dropped it. There's a free sample of it as well, so you can just go ahead and download some of it for free. And yeah, I haven't got the link in the description of this video actually, but if you go to my most recent video, then the links in the description of that. So yeah, all good, people. I will check in with you guys next Wednesday. Got some big videos on the way as well, by the way, so yeah, lots to look forward to.